Alright, now let's find the equation of a parabola. This is also find the equation of a parabola. Now, but in this case, they say when you are given the x-intercepts and a point that is lying on the graph. So now we are going to use this equation of saying y equals to a into x minus x1 x minus x2. Now this x1 is the first x-intercept and this x2 is the second x-intercept, and this x is just the x, any other x that is on the graph, but this x1 and this 2, this x1 x and x2 are strictly x-intercepts. So it means there is no value that can take this. Value x-axis. Once we say x-intercepts, or graphic there, x-axis on just want to do on these two, or else then the value to. So now x and y, there are other points that are on the graph. So can they can be main, but these two they cannot be main. There are only two that on the x-axis. Fine. Now looking at the graph, then we have the first x there and the second x, but you can interchange them being the first one, the second one. But as long as they are taking position at x1 and x2, then sharp. Then now let's substitute them first. So we're going to have y equals to a into x minus. Now what do we have here? We can substitute as they are because of this formula of minus, so you can say minus 3. Then we close the bracket into x minus what do we have here? We have minus 1, then you must put minus 1 in here. Now we can just write that in simple ways. A into x, now negative by negative is positive 3. Now into x negative by negative 1, then we can have plus 1. Now we have substituted the x-intercept. Now that is the first step. After substituting this x-intercept, we need the value of a. Then by looking at the graph, we can see that the value of a is greater than 0. Now let's go and see that if it's greater than 0. How to get the value of a? Then we're going to check any other point that is lying on the graph. So we can pick out there is this array here. What are the coordinates here? The coordinates of here is 0 and 3. Why is 0 and 3? So it's 0 here because it's on the line of y-axis. So on the y-axis, we know that the x is 0. X is 0 in this case. Then it's fine. Now let's go and substitute. What are these points? So these points are, we know this is x and this is y for this part. So it means the x will just take the value here. The y will take the value. Now what is the value of y in this case? So it means here we'll substitute the point 0 and 3. So just write or x y so that you don't confuse them when you substitute. So this is y, then we're going to put 3 equals to a into, what is the value of x? Is 0, and then plus 3 into the value of x is 0 plus 1. So now we'll have 3 equals to, now when you multiply here, 0 plus 3 is 3, 0 plus 1 is 1. So it means we'll have 3 multiplied by 1. So we can have 3 into 1. So now 3 equals to a multiplied by, what is the answer here? Is 3. So it means we divide both sides, then we have a equals to 1. So can you see that a is positive? So if a is positive, now we're going to take it back to the equation and substitute value of a. So it means we'll have y equals to 1 into x plus 3 x plus 1. So now y equals to 1, so the 1 will come later, then we'll multiply later. Now we start by the brackets, by the BODMAS. So we'll say, okay, x multiplied by x will have x squared. Now x multiplied by 1, positive 1, will have positive x. Positive 3 multiplied by positive x will have plus 3x. Now positive 3 multiplied by positive 1, then we have a plus 3, positive 3. Now y equals to 1, we can add the like terms, x squared. Now when you add the like terms here, positive x plus 3x. So what we have, we'll have plus 4x. Then now there is plus 3. Now that's when you can multiply in by 1 to remove the brackets completely. So 1 multiplied by x squared will have x squared. 1 multiplied by positive 4 will have a positive 4x. Then 1 multiplied by positive 3, then we have plus 3. Now this will be the equation of the parabola given the x-intercept and any other point on the graph.